usually when sort of addicts who are in recovery talk about their active addiction and their recovery, shame is a very big sort of piece of that, and most addicts and alcoholics have carried a lot of shame, and I definitely carried an enormous amount of shame for a long time, into even the writing of this book. And so I feel like the use of a book like 90 Days is so people can identify with some of the most uncomfortable moments of relapse, of struggle, of all sorts of things. And in identification, I have found a sort of an unburdening of that shame. So when I've had those instincts to hold back, I've sort of leaned into it and not away. Anything that I might have had before getting sober that would matter to me now, I have again. I was very lucky to be allowed back into the industry that I worked in before, book publishing. It's a job I can't believe I'm paid for. I love it. I love working with writers and literature, and I think of it as a great privilege. And so I don't spend a lot of time thinking about what I miss from that period. I don't miss the lying. I don't miss the torture of trying not to drink or use drugs, and finding myself yet again like in a crack den. I don't miss any of that, and I don't miss especially feeling that people are going to find out at any moment, like sort of what the truth of my life is, and that I'd be expelled from the world that I lived in as a result of those revelations. So I don't miss the time before. I'm so grateful for the time after. It really is one day at a time, but luckily I adore the rooms of recovery. I adore alcoholics and addicts in recovery, and I think of that above my career and above my personal relationships. My recovery is really the most important thing, and it's my primary purpose, I think, is to be sort of use to other alcoholics and addicts. Like that's the worth and the use of everything that I went through, all the pain that I caused other people, all the pain that I caused myself. If there's any value in that, it's that it can be applied to a conversation with somebody who's getting sober, to say, I went through that too, and it all turned out okay, day by day.